Hey, what's up guys, Steven here. Welcome to a quick comparison between the Ultimate Ears Bluetooth speakers. So I have here the UE Megaboom, the biggest and really best product. We have here the UE Boom 2, one of the latest products, and we have the entry-level model, the UE Roll. And today I want to show you what they can do and actually how they compare under each other and also to other Bluetooth speakers. First of all, let's get started with the UE Roll, which is the cheapest one. Alright guys, here's the first Bluetooth speaker, the UE Roll. It's a very compact and lightweight, so 336 grams Bluetooth speaker. It costs $100, so this is actually expensive for a Bluetooth speaker if you keep in mind that you can get some for $20 on Amazon, but the battery life and the sound from Ultimate Ears Bluetooth speakers is very good. Alright, so here you can see it has a very huge plus button and a minus button, and if you press both of them for the same time, then it should actually tell you how much it's charged. So I will do it here again so you can hear it, and there we go.
50% charge.
So as you can see, there's a female voice telling you 50% charge, so depending on the charging status, which is really cool. Now also it has a really nice texture, it's really rugged, you can throw it down, it won't break. It's also waterproof, so I'm not really sure about the certification, but just check it out. So I think up to 30 minutes. Now if you have a look here at on the bottom side, so here we have rubber, so this feels also very good and it's rugged. We have an LED which indicates if it's on or not, so this is basically the power button. Here we have a Bluetooth pairing button, and here we have some kind of bungee, so you can basically just hang it somewhere, for instance near your shower. And here we have a rubber flap, and in here you will find the micro USB port to charge it, or a 3.5mm input if you want to use it as a normal speaker. Okay, so yeah, that's the device. Now regarding the playback time, it's up to 9 hours. In our tests we could get 6 to 8 hours, and yeah, it's a pretty nice sound. There is not so much bass, so if you want to have more bass, you should go with the bigger one, which is the UE Roll 2, or with the really big one, the UE Megaboom. But the sound coming out of the UE Roll, it's warmly sound and sounds pretty clear. So we'll later do a sound test, and now I quickly want to show you the application for the UE Roll. So guys, here's the application. So basically you can download that from the Google Play Store. Something I do not like so far about the products is when you have more of them. Actually, I have 3 applications here on my smartphone: UE Boom, UE Roll, and there's even one for the Megaboom. So why not everything in one application? I mean, it's from the same company. Alright, so you can see UE Roll, so that's a Bluetooth speaker. Here you can see a picture, you can see the battery status, so 50% right now, and you can even switch it off over Bluetooth. So those devices got more intelligent right now. I'm pretty sorry the application is right now in German, but what you can see here, for instance, is here on the right side we have party mode. That means you can be the DJ and all other people can basically suggest music in the row. You can also pair 2 devices in the future. So actually UE Boom, they want to make it like you can pair up to 10 devices in the future, but let's wait for that. Here we have an equalizer which you can tweak, so there's standard, enhanced bass and customized. It really depends whatever you like. So you can see the frequency range and you can just tweak it up or down however you prefer it, so every ear is different. You can even set an alarm, that's pretty cool. So basically if you want to get up at 7, you can choose music here, what you want to play back, and yeah, set your time here. Then here we have more settings. It has firmware updates over the air, so basically you can update the firmware from your smartphone. So you download that to your smartphone and it sends it to the Bluetooth speaker. That's pretty cool. We have here settings in German, and what you can do here is you can change also the language in which that Bluetooth speaker talks to you. So here
50% charged.
50% charged in English, and here in German, for instance,
50% geladen.
50% geladen, and that's pretty cool because it talks back to you, and that's also really awesome. Yeah, customer service, and that's what you can find here in the application. And yeah, that's the UE Roll. Now let's have a quick look at the UE Boom 2, and after all that we'll quickly compare them. Now this Bluetooth speaker is a little bit more expensive. It's the UE Boom 2. It's $180, weighs around 550 grams, so it's also quite heavy for the size. And yeah, it's compact and it's waterproof and also really rugged. So if you drop that thing here, really nothing will happen to the Bluetooth speaker, and also it's really waterproof as long as everything is closed and also the flaps here. Alright, so it has the same two buttons here. Basically, if you press them, once again you will get the charging status as you've seen before. It has the power button here at the top, so if you press that, you will hear that sound, which is usually the same on all those speakers. And here we have the sync button and also the LED here, which indicates if this device here is on or not. As you can see, the texture here is basically the same like on the UE Roll, and it feels pretty good. So it also gives you some nice grip, and this one here is rubber, so also here on the top and the bottom side. So here you can see the bottom side, and basically here we have a flap once again for the micro USB port, which you can see here at the bottom to charge it. Charger is also included. I will just show you in a second how it looks, what is included. And here we have the 3.5mm jack. So this is how the flaps look like. Always make sure that they are closed, otherwise, yeah, it's not waterproof. Now the battery life on the UE Boom 2 is up to 15 hours, which we couldn't fully achieve, but it really comes down to on which loudness level you listen to the music. The cool thing is it has now double tap, for instance, at the top here to skip a track, and this wasn't possible on older devices because they have actually no forward or back button. Okay, then the Bluetooth range on this one here is up to around 10 meters, then I get some drops, and this one here has really some fuller sound and more bass than the UE Roll. But if you want to go really, crazy bass, so maximum bass, then you should get the UE Megaboom. Although, if you need a comparison to another Bluetooth speaker, I would say the JBL Charge, the 2 Plus, I think, or however it was called. So you will see a link down below in the description. Is also a good alternative, but I have to say I always prefer the UE Megabooms. Okay, then now let's have a quick look on what we can find inside the box. So while the UE Roll came in this paper box here, the UE Megaboom 2 came in this premium box. And let me quickly open it up and let me show you what accessories here are included. And this is how it looks like. As you can see, a really nice box. Well, it also should be, because those speakers are pretty expensive. And here on the inside we have the charging accessories. So still sealed because I've used my own accessories, but let's check them out together. So here we have the cable. Now it's a flat micro USB cable, and here in that neon yellow. Let's get out here the power adapter. So first of all, here we have the power socket connector. Then here we have an UK plug, which I'm not going to use because I'm from Austria. And last but not least, we have the actual charger. So as you can see, it has detachable plugs, so power socket adapters, and we can quickly have a look here at everything. So it comes here with the UE logo. Here we have a USB port, and it doesn't. Oh yeah, here we have the sticker. So let's quickly have a look at the output, and the output it's 5.1 volts and 2 amps, so actually the same like on the UE Roll. And the charging time on the UE Roll, we actually had like 5 hours to charge it, which is pretty long, and could get out 6 to 8 to 9 hours maximum on the UE Roll. So the charging time is not really fast, even though they're actually able to accept 2 amps of charging speed here on the 5 volt lane. Alright guys, so basically the application is the same like you've seen for the UE Roll, but there are different applications. Like there's a boom application for the boom, which you can see right over here. There's the Mega Boom application, that's the Roll, and for the mini boom, which is basically which got replaced by the Roll, there's also an application. So for all that, you need a separate application. Now, what's special about the Boom 2 is that you have way more bass than on the Roll. So if you really want to have some heavy bass, then you should go with the Mega Boom, but the Roll 2 has also awesome, so really incredible bass. And for a Bluetooth speaker, it really sounds super clear and has nice bass. But well, before we do a sound comparison, let's jump over to the Megaboom, because this is definitely the best Bluetooth speaker I've had in a long time. Now there we go guys, here's the flagship, so the biggest and greatest UE Megaboom. Okay, but the downside is this thing is super expensive. Now $300 for a damn Bluetooth speaker. But yeah, it's super big, 360-degree sound just like the Boom 2. You can also use it as a speakerphone like the Boom 2. It has IPX7 certification. Then we have up to 20 hours of battery life on the big one, because this is really massive. I mean, just check this out here in comparison with an iPhone. So this is an iPhone 6s Plus, by the way. This is really, really huge. So Bluetooth range, same like the Boom 2 actually, is up to 30 meters, but I would say 10 is really realistic, and you can connect them to a party leader, and also you can have like two of them together in stereo mode. Alright, so what's special about the Megaboom is the impressive sound. Now this is really superior. It has super heavy bass, and yeah, an absolutely cool design. So here in red with the black stitching here, or red black of those things. You can see here two buttons just like on the Boom 2. We have plus and minus. Also, if you press both of them, it indicates the charging status, UE logo. At the top we have, as always, for instance, the power button, and here the Bluetooth connection button. And if you check out the bottom side, it looks the same like the Boom 2. So you have here the headphone jack, and here you have the micro USB charging port. So we were able to use this for like a week without charging it. So up to 20 hours of playback time. This is just incredible. I mean, that's almost a whole day, and you don't use a Bluetooth speaker all the time. So for festivals, and yeah, in the summer we'll definitely have some, this is a really good Bluetooth speaker. So it will survive every festival because it's rugged, has IPX7, a very long battery life, and also a good Bluetooth connection. So the application, it's also a Megaboom application. I can quickly show you that. Alright guys, let me quickly show you how to connect. So basically you just press the button at the top of this device, and then you access the Bluetooth settings of your smartphone, and there you will find the UE Boom, UE Megaboom, depending on your device and however it's called, because you can also, for instance, rename it. Alright, yeah, this is how you connect. It's actually quite easy, but sometimes I had issues because I have all of them here, so reconnecting and connecting to another one. But if you only have one of those devices, it's really easy and straightforward. You just switch on Bluetooth. You can also do that here in the application, so basically suspend your Bluetooth speaker and then reconnect, and that's really easy. So here the UE Megaboom application. Here you can see the device charging, the charging level right now, but this also works by pressing plus and minus at the same time.
Geladen.
And yeah, in German, yeah, 100% charged. Here two devices, equalizer, alarms, as you've seen before, and you can also change the same things like you've seen on the roll. So the application is actually totally the same. Then now let's do a quick sound comparison between all devices. Let's get started with the roll, then with the UE Boom 2, and then finally with my favorite one, the UE Megaboom. So that was the sound check, and now before we come to the final conclusion, let me quickly show you how to connect two devices. So as you can see, we have the Megaboom connected with, for instance, here the UE roll, and left and right, so you can also activate, deactivate stereo. You can switch them here, and you can basically split them up again. And this is pretty easy, straightforward. You just go in here, and then you have to press the Bluetooth button 2 times on the device you want to connect, and boom, they're connected. So there we go, both devices should now play back the same track, and let's try it, and yeah. So you can definitely hear, so sound is coming out of this speaker and also out of this one here. So that's pretty cool. And you don't even need to buy two very expensive UE booms. So if you have, for instance, the older one, if you want to upgrade to the Boom 2, you can also pair those devices, and that's pretty cool. So let's talk about my final conclusion about those Bluetooth speakers. Honestly, I have to say, Ultimate Ears makes, in my opinion, the best Bluetooth speakers. For sure, Bose also has some pretty nice Bluetooth speakers, and it comes really down to personal preference. But what I like about them is that they are rugged, waterproof and everything. And I use Bluetooth speakers mostly when I do party, when I go to festivals, and yeah, there's always one stupid idiot on a party who spills something over your electronic devices, and if you have waterproof Bluetooth speakers, this really helps a lot. So you can get the UE Roll for $100. This one here is really the entry-level one. Now has not such a good battery life, no 360-degree sound, but has some quite good sound, so not too much bass. If you want to have more bass, then you can go with the UE Boom 2, which is one of the newest ones, and if you really want to have the overkill, very long battery life, yeah, and also awesome sound quality and super bass, you have to go with the most expensive one, but it's $300, which is super expensive, and honestly, I have to say, probably I wouldn't pay so much for that. Alright, thanks for watching this review. If you want to see more Bluetooth speaker comparisons, we now want to compare different brands, then just leave us a comment down below what you want to see next. We try to get this as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, make sure you subscribe, and see you soon in the next one. Bye bye.